Can you hear me? Hey, all right, let's go. All right, so my name is Harold Durana, and I'm gonna talk to you about scaling your agency to $1 million a month. So scaling a successful $1 million agency, it starts with a foundation of 3 principles. And the agency functions properly with purpose, processes, and systems. So first is foundation. Every agency requires these three things. So write this down. It's 3 words: love, serve, and care. Love is the foundation for all actions. It's about loving the work you do, loving the process of creating, and loving the people you build with. Serving is love in action. It involves prioritizing the needs of others and putting their interests first. Whether it's through serving clients or coaching agents, serving others, even when it doesn't directly benefit you, ultimately leads you to greater success and growth. Care. Showing care is about making people feel valued and important. It involves paying attention to details, listening actively, and demonstrating empathy. Caring creates a positive environment, fosters strong relationships, and motivates others to excel. So that actually comes from one of my favorite books. It's The Carpenter by John Gordon. And Sean talks about it a lot, right? Love people, serve the people, care for the people, okay? So I actually have a Post-it on my desk, and it says that: love, serve, care. And it's a constant reminder for myself on how I should operate every day. So I suggest you do the same. So purpose. Your management group needs to be on the same page and have the same goals. Everyone needs to be teaching and training the same exact thing. That way, any agent can ask anybody for help, okay? Every week, you need to have a manager meeting, and this is a roundtable style, okay? This is a meeting where every manager is on the same level, okay? You tackle your agency issues and any differences. This is a closed door style type of meeting, okay? Everyone has to operate as one unit. Next, what does your onboarding process look like? Is it streamlined or is it all over the place? So you gotta make sure everybody follows the same process, whether it's from hiring to contracting, new agent training, a release meeting before they get leads, listening to agents' presentations for their first few policies. It needs to be the same. Every agent has to have the same exact experience, okay? Now from there, maintain upskilling through agency meetings and trainings. Make sure everyone attends the meetings, everyone has to participate, okay? Challenge your current agents to step up and be better. So every manager and seasoned agent needs to teach these trainings and contribute to the agency. This creates a community of agents helping each other, okay? Manage data, not emotions. Data tells you the real story. Every agent needs to manage their own data as well, right? Have an activity tracker. These are their KPIs. So this makes your agency more predictable. When it's predictable, it's scalable, okay? Next, inspect what you expect. Every manager needs to be doing one-on-ones with their agents, their direct agents, every single week, okay? This meeting has to have purpose and action. First, you need to go over like wins. You need to acknowledge their wins and congratulate, okay? From there, go over lead flow. Why? Because lead flow is cash flow. From there, you need to ask the agent what they're struggling with and what they need help with, and that way you can support them properly. So you gotta use this information to coach and provide action items as well. So one thing about one-on-ones that you have to remember is that this has to be positive. It's not a roast session, okay? When agents know that you are watching and paying attention, they act different. They prepare, they push, they reflect, and then over time, they'll eventually grow, okay? Now, recruiting. Recruiting is simple. You're recruiting your future leaders, so choose wisely. Spend time with the right people and let the wrong ones go, okay? And then the last thing and the most important thing is show, don't tell. As a manager, you can't tell an agent to do something that you've never done. People follow proof, not concepts and promises, okay? So when everything in your agency is aligned, scale becomes easy. It's plug and play. And then always remember, love the process, serve the agents, and care about the people. Everything else will work itself out. Thanks. Let's go, Calvin.
Hey, give Harold a round of applause. That was absolutely awesome. So, my name is Calvin Wright. For those of you who don't know me, I was in the military prior to being into life insurance, so no true sales background, which this was my first venue I ever came to when I joined the company. And I sat over there and I didn't really know anybody, but there was a few things that I wanted to get out of the event, and I hope you get the same things that I got out of it. And it was that you're no different than any of the other top producers or top agency owners. And as long as you apply the same worth ethic and have enough leads coming in, you can do exactly the same thing that they can do. So just believe in yourself when you go out there and do this, and apply all the material that you learned over the next couple hours, okay? But our topic today is how to grow to $1 million agency per month. And there's a few things that I have learned over the last 4 years of doing this business that I didn't always apply at one single point in time. And I have learned over different seasons of the business of what to change and what didn't work for me and what did work for me. And what I've learned more recently than not was that you do need to highlight people that are crushing in your business. And for a while, we got away from doing leaderboards and posting on Instagram and like highlighting individuals that are absolutely crushing it. And once we started doing that again, it created a lot of competitiveness inside of our group, which is huge for growth. So if you're not doing those things, I would highly encourage you to do that no matter how big or small your agency may be. Because when I was around 150,000 a month, I was like, team calls are silly, graphics are silly, we have 5 people and I'm like at the top every single time, so it's not that sexy, right? But it doesn't matter because it's not about you, it's about them. And if you're trying to grow a team, you need to be able to empower your leaders and hype up the people inside of your group so that way they're motivated just as motivated as you are. Does that make sense? So when it starts with recruiting and bringing new people in the business, you have to start with a mission and a vision. And it's not always about money in the beginning for everybody. Yes, you need money to pay your bills, but it's not always about that for someone to be able to go and do this job. So lead with impact, not just income. Start with focus and focus on discipline. So discipline is what got me through the military, what directly impacted my agency and my work ethic today as a Hall of Fame producer and working towards $1 million a month. So if you can maintain that discipline throughout your work schedule, it's gonna help you grow because you lead by example, just like Harold said. I'm a huge fan of leading by example because then no one else can tell you that it doesn't work. That was the primary reason why I wanted to sell Hall of Fame on every single lead type. So that way when a new agent came to me, they couldn't discredit that it doesn't work, right? Like IUL, final expense, mortgage mailers, it doesn't matter. All you need is the right lead flow to be able to grow. Now recruit with a vision. My vision was helping other veterans find a place outside the military. So majority of our group is veterans helping other veterans. So that is our mission. Find what your brand is and make it your brand because you'll attract the people that you want to work with anyways. If you have a hard time connecting with new people, just figure out what your guys' goal is and focus on that goal. And it will make it a lot easier and you'll be more encouraged to be able to help new people. Build with culture and be intentional with everything. We just opened another office in Austin, Texas. It started with 3 people and now there's 40 people in there every single day. You have to consistently bring in new people, new lifeblood to the business. And by default, you'll find your starting 5 and they'll find their starting 5 along with that. Now bring your managers into the office and do daily meetings. We do ours every day at 9 a.m. to get the day rolling. And it's literally 15 minutes powwow. Hey, this is what we're doing. This is how we do sales objection training, sales training, all the basics, because there's gonna be new agents in that room every single day. No matter how experienced you are, no matter how many times you've heard that script or that objection, it may be new to somebody else. And you have to remember that whenever you're training new people. It might sound repetitive or monotonous like over and over and over again, but that's how we're able to grow this thing, by doing the basics over and over and over again because it works. That's the primary reason why Mahmoud's went from 150 to 3 million in a month, like boom. They mastered the basics and duplicated it. So if you can do that, it's gonna make you a lot more successful, a lot quicker. Now, mindset's everything. I never personally struggle with this, but some people do. So the people that do struggle with this, keep them on a strict schedule and be there for them. If they're having a bad day, it's okay, they have a bad day, but they can't have a bad week. So be there for them, be understanding, and that's one thing I truly did struggle with as a leader, because I was like, just being in the military, I was like, just do the deal, like figure it out later, and it doesn't work like that for everybody, and it's hard to be able to lead if you can't mold to everybody's leadership ability or leadership style. And then scale with systems, and I'll leave you guys with this. If everybody's doing the same thing on your team, it's gonna be a lot easier, so pick one CRM, pick one lead type, and go all in on that one deal, and that's gonna ultimately help you grow a lot quicker. Thank you guys, I appreciate all you. Good luck today.